Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Wind Lacquer. In today's video I have a little cluster of hauls to share with you that includes a new to me brand that I'd been eyeing for a while. I also have a few items from the Smidgen of Us box from August. I know I'm falling behind again on my unboxings, as well as a couple of overpours from the Indie Mixtapes overpours, and that was also from a few months ago. Now last time I checked, these were still available as overpours on the site. So if you wanted to still get those, they should still be available, at least as of filming. All right, so we have a few things to look at. Let's go ahead and jump into our new to me brand. This is Pinup Paint. My order was sent with a little sticker. And I had been eyeing this brand mainly for this polish right here. That one really caught my attention when the swatch previews were listed on the Facebook page. And then while I was shopping her 40% off sale that she had a few weeks ago, I decided to pick up a few of the other colors that caught my attention. So the first polish is this one here. This one is called Eartha. Now this is that one that really caught my attention. It strikes me as a very unique polish. You have this sort of a rust base and then a beautiful shifting shimmer. You're predominantly seeing that beautiful green, but look at that shift. You've got red and orange popping up. Like I said, it's a very unique polish. I don't think I have anything quite like this. I mean, look at that beautiful shift down there at the edge of the bottle. Just gorgeous. This is it in 2 coats. Now, I will say that some nail lengths might need a third for full opacity, but I was happy with it on the swatch in 2. So again, you've got beautiful shifts. I'm seeing that rosy red glow shifting to green against this really unusual base color. I think this one would make a gorgeous one for fall, although I'm quickly running out of time to wear my fall polishes before we start getting into winter. But in any case, this is a really beautiful and unique polish. That first one was Eartha. The second one was from a new collection that they had released, I want to say a few months ago. This one is called Lifeform. This was, I think, a collaboration or based on a singer. It's not someone that I'm familiar with, but I'm sure that their website would have more information on that. But it is a beautiful purple polish, so of course I had to grab it. It is also a multi-chrome, so you're going to see some beautiful shifts. I think on camera you're mainly seeing a deep blue with maybe a little bit of orange and green at that tip, but I'm seeing the green play a lot around every edge of the bottle in person. So depending on your lighting situation, this is going to shift beautifully. And this is it in 2 coats. This is another one that, like Eartha, some nail lengths might need a third coat to reach full opacity, but I was happy with it on my swatches in 2. This one has a really beautiful combination of particles in it. You have that base multi-chrome that shifts, but inside that you can see some blue twinkling around. It's really pretty. So that second polish was Lifeform. Now the third one might be one of their older polishes because it did come in a different bottle. I actually really like this shape of bottle. I kind of wish more brands would use it, but I don't see it all that often. In any case, this one is one of their creams called Jerry, and this one actually does come in a larger size bottle as well. So this one's 12 ml. The other bottles are 10.5 ml. This I got as another beautiful fall color, and it is a gorgeous orange shade of sort of like a sweet potato color. And just to compare it to one that I already have on my fall rack, this is OPI's Have Your Panettone and Eat It Too. And they are similar, but I think Panettone is a bit darker, a deeper shade of this color. This is it in 2 coats, and as a cream it was definitely nice and opaque, I feel, in these 2 coats. I will say there seems to be some sort of a pigment, I don't know, speckling effect in here that I don't know is intentional. I don't know if it's my application or just my top coat not playing nicely with these, but I am noticing a little bit of possibly bubbles or something in this one, but the color is absolutely gorgeous. So that first cream was Jerry. The next one is another beautiful fall shade, sort of in a marsala. This one is called Barbie, and this one has a subtle shimmer to it. Not as flashy as Eartha was, but it is really gorgeous against this earthy shade. This one is somewhere in like a dark terracotta range, could be described maybe as a marsala, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I really love these rich earthy shades. This is it in 2 coats. This one was nice and opaque in 2 coats as well. However, this one did have a little bit of what I would definitely consider a pigment particle issue. There was little speckles that I got on the nail. It just seems like the pigment wasn't thoroughly dissolved in the polish, but it is still an absolutely gorgeous color. Definitely one that I could see looking beautiful on the nails for fall. So that last one from Pinup Paint was Barbie. Now we're moving on to a few of the items that I got in the August Smidgen of Us box. I got 2 wax items and 2 nail polishes. So the first one is actually a scoopable wax. This is my first time trying a scooping wax. Usually when I get them, they are in little clamshells like this one. But this one is by AWC, which I believe stands for Angel Wing Creations, possibly. Their little name down here says handmade by Angel Wings. So the Angel Wing Creations is just my guess, just a guess on my part. But they do have an Etsy shop. The wax is described as being scented in cinnamon, sugar, amber, balsam, patchouli, cedarwood, and vetiver. And it also came with this really cute little wooden scoop, and it was scented in Witch's Brew. So this one has a really neat mix of these like bubble shaped clusters of wax and little skulls. The scent on this one is definitely cinnamony. It's a very intense cinnamon punch. You do get that, I can't tell if it's the patchouli or the vetiver. I'm actually not sure even if I would know what vetiver is, to be perfectly honest. But I definitely smell some back notes that are maybe even middle notes that are either the patchouli, maybe the cedarwood, or that vetiver, adding a very interesting note. Oh, and actually, I think I was wrong about it being just skulls. You've got a skull, ghost, and a cauldron. I didn't realize they were multiple shapes. In any case, it is a really delicious smelling fall scent. So I'm really happy to try this one out. That was Angel Wing Creations, Witch's Brew. The second wax is by Adored Colors. This one is scented in This Is Halloween, and it doesn't have the scent notes on this one, but look at the cute little glitters that they used. Very cute. So this one came in a little 4-pack of squares. Oh my goodness, this one smells delicious. So this one is much more foody than the Witch's Brew. I want to say I'm smelling like pumpkin, vanilla. I am smelling spiced notes as well, but it's at least middle notes, if not end notes. There's something sweet in here as well, maybe like a caramel. Oh yeah, this smells really, really good. That was another beautiful fall scent. That was Adored Colors. This is Halloween. Now we're getting into the 2 polishes that I got in that Smidgen of Us box. The first one is by Naps and Nails, and this one is called Midnight Madness. This is a beautiful multi-chrome with those teeny tiny little metallic flakies in a blue or teal. The shifts on this one are absolutely gorgeous. You get those warm notes at the edge of the bottle in like a red to gold. As a purple lover, I absolutely adore this kind of color. In fact, down here, I think in the bottle at least, they all look to be almost identical. You'll see on the swatch wheel though that they aren't as close as they look. But like I said, this one does have those beautiful metallic flakies in here. I really like the size and how they look on the nail. So this is it in 3 coats. It's beautiful and dark on the nail. I love this rich shade of purple. I think this one is fairly unique to my collection as well because of those flakies and the rich color of this one. I do think that some longer nails might still see some visible nail line peeking through this color because while it is very dark, it's not incredibly opaque. So if you were worried about that, I would definitely pair this over a blurring base coat or maybe over a purple cream. But this is really, really pretty. So that one was Naps and Nails, Midnight Madness. The second polish from Smidgen of Us was from Swamp Gloss. This one is called I Got 5 on it. And this one is another really unique polish. Look at how much glitter is in here. You have these really cute little square white glitters. You've also got them in teeny tiny round glitters and I think a couple of different sizes of round. Then you have a multi-chrome base that's actually a lot sheerer than it looks here in the bottle. I don't remember if this one was intended as a topper or if it was meant to be opaque on its own. This is it in 3 coats. I love how this one ended up looking. As you can see on the nail when it's against my skin, I think some nail lengths might be able to get opaque in 3 coats, but as you can see when it's not on my nails, you can still sort of see through it. So I think if you have longer nails, you might need a blurring base coat under this one, or again, you could put this over a rich purple. But I love the mix of glitters in this one. I think it's really unique. I like the little teeny tiny squares in here. So that was Swamp Glosses. I got 5 on it. Now we're getting into the 2 overpours that I got from the Indie Mixtapes box. The first one is from BCB Lacquers, and this is Would You Do It for a Scooby Snack? This one was originally released in the 2021 Advent Calendar for Saturday Cartoons Duo Day 6, and that was released before I had discovered the Indie Mixtape box, so I was really happy to be able to get a hold of a few that were catching my eye as overpours on the site. This one is a beautiful polish, and just look how packed it is with those flakies. This one is a really rich blue, full of those flakies in a rainbow of colors. There's also a scattering of, I think, hollow in there, and there's also a shimmer. You can see that red flash there in that shimmer. This is in 2 coats. This one was a thicker formula, I think because it is so jam-packed full of those flakies. But I love how it ended up looking on the nail. I love the rainbow effect that you're getting from all of those flakies. Got a really big one down there at the tip of the nail. There it is. And I also like the twinkling of the hollow particle in here. It's another really beautiful dark color. So that one was BCB Lacquers. Would You Do It for a Scooby Snack? And the second polish is another Swamp Gloss. This one is called Gargoyles. This is also from Day 6 for Saturday Morning Cartoon, so I think it was the second half of that duo with BCB Lacquers. This is a really beautiful shade of rich purple, and it is absolutely loaded with iridescent glitters. I'm seeing them in a variety of sizes, and I absolutely adore this kind of iridescent glitter. They have so many beautiful shifts. I'm seeing red, gold, orange, and green. There's also a shimmer in here that kind of reminds me of a UP particle in that you have the red to green flash in there, and it's beautifully sparkly. So this is that one in 3 coats. This one is a jelly formula, so you will need 3 coats to get mostly opaque. If you were worried about it, or if you have longer nails, again, I would definitely pair this over a dark purple to get yourself that boost in opacity. But look at those glitters. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, I love the shifts that are on these. I think they are just stunning. So that last one was from Swamp Gloss called Gargoyles. So there you have it. That was my little cluster of hauls, a new to me brand from Pinup Paint, a few items from Smidgen of Us, and 2 from the Indie Mixtapes. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you are new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. As always, thanks for hanging out with me for a while, and I will see you in that next one.